kids! How's everybody doing today? A beautiful Sunday, at least where I am. The weather's cooled off quite a bit. I know I actually have sleeves on, right? Oh, I really enjoy it when it's about this temperature. Anywhere between 70 and 82, or like 72 and 82. Oh, that's my 10-degree comfort zone. Oh, I just love it. So how are you kids doing today? Oh, I need to get the chat screen up so that I can see what's happening when you get here. Oh, man. I know for a lot of my fans, today is a really special day in the Jewish calendar. It's Rosh Hashanah, and people are having wonderful family gatherings or friends gatherings, and cooking amazing food and eating amazing stuff, and oh my goodness. So many of you quickly in here. Look at this. Mike wants a shout out in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. Well, that was the very first request, so there you go. Tim, midnight in the UK. Oh gosh, you know, I have to look way down there for the chat because I'm at a little bit different setup today, and yeah. Well, hello everybody. So many of you here. Rob, your first time to see me live. That's wonderful. Yes, that's wonderful. Laura asks, how was my weekend? Oh, first of all, if you're new here and you've never been to one of my streams before, sometimes I'm answering a question from someone on Facebook and sometimes from someone on YouTube because I get to stream simultaneously on both platforms. It's just so cool. So anyway, Laurel asks, how was my weekend? Oh, I had a wonderful weekend. The Darline man and I traveled to Washington, D.C. last week. Well, we flew into Baltimore, and then we did a couple of days of sightseeing in Washington, D.C. He had never been there, and it was really nice weather, too. Yeah, it was a little bit sticky for a portion of one day, but other than that, the weather was in the high 70s to very low 80s. There was a breeze. We were on a bus, and so we took the bus tour and a nighttime tour and a tour on a boat. What did they call it? The ferry. And also we did the tour of Arlington National Cemetery. So we had a wonderful time doing that. And then on Friday, we had lunch with James Lamprey of Fun Foods. He does those really cool, crazy videos where he has fun with food. And sometimes they're actually decent recipes. Otherwise, they're just fun. He's just having a blast. I think he made mustard ice cream not long back. So that's Fun Foods. Yeah, that's his channel. And the reason that we were there was because our friends Slice and Rice were getting married. Well, they don't get married. I mean, somebody performs the ceremony, but they married each other in a beautiful, beautiful, loving, joyful ceremony. And oh my gosh, I mean, is there nothing more beautiful than a bride and a groom and their wedding party? It was just stunning. Everybody looked so lovely, and of course the couple are so happy. Russia Bunny with a super chat on YouTube. Thank you so much. Kazuo here for the second time on the stream. So anyway, that was Friday, and then so the day was very well choreographed. They had a traditional wedding ceremony at 6:30 or 7 in the evening, and then there was time for appetizers and meet and greet while the bridal party took all their pictures. And then we had a dinner, and there was a toast, and there was cake, and there was ice cream, and oh, it was just wonderful. And they topped off the evening with an abbreviated traditional Korean wedding ceremony, because Glory is one of 2 children of Korean immigrants, and it was just stunning and full of laughter as well. One of the parts of the ceremony is where the parents throw walnuts into a sash that the 2 kids are holding, and however many walnuts they catch is supposed to signify how many children they're going to have. And at the end of the walnut tossing, they were supposed to have 8 children. My word, who can afford 8 children today? Wow. So Let's see. I did a lot of talking and I wasn't looking at your comments. We've got Amy from Adelaide. Laura wants to know, have I ever toured the White House? Yes, I did. Oh my gosh, it was probably 25 years ago. I had a really good friend who worked for the Secret Service, and he gave us a very extensive tour of the White House. I mean, of course, even back then, there was a lot of check-in protocol and all that, but we had a very one-on-one, behind-the-scenes, extensive tour of the White House. That was wonderful. Let's see. Adelaide, Australia is here, and Victoria, Australia is here. Cal, you say you have a friend who has 9 children. Well, I applaud their efforts at making that work. That is a really cool thing. Bruce is here for just a few minutes. He's got some busy stuff happening on Monday morning, so thank you for checking in, Bruce. Gordon Brake from Alberta, Canada. Russia Bunny with another super chat. Wow, that is so cool. Thank you so much. It's very, very generous, and I really appreciate when that happens. Let's see, I need to move screens here. I bet you can see what I'm doing. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's see. Where did I go? Let's see. And Brandon is on scene, so he's going to be doing our moderating. And now he's a moderator on YouTube, too. Isn't that wonderful? I figured out how to make that work. I was so proud of myself. So, back to the chat screen. Let's see. Alberta, Canada. Queensland, Australia is here, too. Well, we're just having a wonderful geography lesson down in the chat. So I'd kind of like to know what is up for you guys today. I know there's a little lag in the chat, so I'll give you a minute to type your answers and I'll have a drink of my water. I know you guys were missing my cool water bottle the other day. This is it, Contigo. And it's called, it's 20 ounce, and it's called the Big Gulp, or Super Gulp, or something, Cool Gulp, I don't know, I forget what, but it's got a really big spout. You can actually get little ice cubes out of it, and then the lock is pretty one-handed, like that, and it comes out with, again, one hand, boom, and after you close the spout, then you can lock it. And no amount of work is going to push it up, so it doesn't spill out in your bag or your purse or on the car, in the car or whatever. And it's got a handle and that you can hold on, you know, if you're walking around, or it's got a handle with a little latchy-do, so you can put it on your purse or a bag or something like that. So let's see. Corey says a friend of his, their 1-year-old daughter just beat cancer, so that's a great day. We've got Georgia from Fresno, Siobhan from Ireland, Kat Campbell went to the beach. Doug wants to know if I'm going to cook again, and if you go back and listen to some of my other videos, you'll get a great explanation of why I'm not cooking right now. Mahmoud just finished a gig, sorry, not a gig, a jog. And Tim Brown is setting up an event in their town to help his sister. Oh, because she wants to go to the Grand Canyon and she has stage 4 cancer. Well, we wish you well with that event. Rachel is having a tough day, and it's been a bed day, but at least she gets some granny exactly in Newcastle, Australia, and a shout out. Oh boy, a rainy day in Warrenton, Missouri. Aaron Nils is trying to make sugar cookies with frosting. Bradley from Nottingham. Brandon slept most of the day. I like that. Russia Bunny's got the same bottle. Josh Alstott, who, by the way, is a righteous Words with Friends player. What did you just say? I forget. A lazy day with his 2 pups. Did some housework and laundry. Well, I did do a load of laundry. Yeah. I know. A fresh, clean bed? I love fresh laundry. You know, if I had my way, I'd have 3 sets of sheets so that I could always have a clean set on the bed, a clean set for tomorrow, and another set that's in the wash. Yeah. Joni's fixing dinner. Wendy, you got your bottle at Walmart? I actually got mine at Best Buy. Yeah. And then when it had a little trouble, I got a replacement from the company, Contigo. Perfect fall weather in New Hampshire. Yes, this is about the time of the year when it is beautiful. Oh, Rob's making cheesy broccoli, chicken rice casserole, and homemade cornbread. That sounds delicious. Rainy in Warrenton, Virginia. Erica from San Diego. Oh, excuse me. I had a bit of the hiccups. Hiccups. How are you doing? Chris Winter, random shout out from England. Okay. Yes, I try to say people's names right, Mahmood. It's important. I think it's a respect thing. That's how I feel about it anyway. Kimberly LeClaire, having a beautiful day in Maine. Well, you're right there with the person in New Hampshire. Matthew Hart got his first driving lesson today. Oh, gonna have the first driving lesson today. And hopefully doesn't crash. Yes, we definitely hope you don't crash. Brandon, you've never played Words with Friends. Well, it's like Scrabble on... it's not really on steroids, but you actually get a message if you can't post a word. So you don't have to guess. If it's no good, the game won't let you play it. Shout out from Atlanta. You just got back from the Cracker Barrel. Oh boy, I bet you're stuffed. Stephanie spent a great day with her girls in Eminence, Kentucky. Kim, my guess is in Australia because it's spring and it's Monday there. What, no swearing in this video? Well, what the fuck do you want? Tony, you know, sometimes I'm just nice. You know, sometimes I'm just nice. Oh my gosh, Josh says he's still breaking heat records in Louisville. That's no fun at all. Hot as fuck in Santa Fe, Texas. Granny, where did you get your water bottle? I like it. Well, someone just said they got theirs at Walmart. Someone else said they got it at Target. Someone got it at Costco. I got mine at Best Buy. You probably can find it at... I know you can find it online. It's called the Cool Gulp or the Big Cool Gulp or something like that. Peter's going to bed because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Senior in high school, any advice? Stay in school. Absolutely stay in school. You know, don't let the bullies bug the crap out of you, and don't be a bully, and pay attention to the stuff you don't think you should have to pay attention to, because sooner or later it will come in handy. Logan wants to know, where's the best place I ever went on vacation? You know, just about any place I go on vacation is a great place because I don't go there if I don't want to. And I enjoy it while I'm doing. Tim Brown just posted that people keep reminding him that Christmas is only 12 weeks away. I know, it didn't seem that long ago. What the fuck? Nicole wants to know, how can I be nice and be someone who swears? Well, because I swear nicely. I never call anybody a bad name, and I don't say, you know, fuck off, idiot. I would never say that. I would say, well, you're being a little stupid, you silly fucker. I might say something like that, but I try to never be mean. Sometimes I cuss and sometimes I don't. You know, it's just how the days go. Sometimes you burp and sometimes you don't. Oh, Gordon says you could see me doing info commercials with my spicy words. Well, you know, I had a manager, and he spent several months trying to get a lot of brands to take up on the Granny, and it never happened. You know, they're all just so goosey about the swearing. So goosey. Oh, Lisa I'm not going to, Lisa, I'm not sure how to say your last name. I don't know where to put the accent on which syllable. I'm going to say potenti or potentai or potentai. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Is there any place in Massachusetts that is a must visit when I come home? Well, if it's between April and September, it's Lena's Seafood in, I think it's Salisbury or Seabrook. I'm not sure, but it's the best seafood ever. Cullen Aussieborn just bought my cookbook. My cookbook, now that you mention it. Yes, I have it. I always have it available at the stream. It's amazing. Let's see, what page did I turn to today? Oh, the shrimp gumbo. Oh, the shit is lit. You guys, it's so delicious. And it's so easy. So easy, and it's inexpensive. Oh, and I got to tell you, what I tell you about how to cook the okra. It says, cook the okra and onions in the oil over medium heat until you can begin to see through the onion, about 5 minutes. The slimy part of the onion should be cooking out by now. Keep stirring until the juicy slime disappears. You know, I really like the taste of okra, but I don't like the slimy part of it. So I just overcook it because I can. It's my recipe, my cookbook. There you go. So I missed somebody's, so it's Lena's Seafood and probably a pizza parlor at Salisbury Beach. Kazuo doesn't celebrate Christmas. That's okay. You have other holidays you celebrate, I'm sure, or special days. Mod you, please. I have no idea what the fuck that means. Rich Macy is here. Rich and I play Words with Friends, and we're having a good time. Rich is really upping his game. Oh, he's getting better with every game we play. Chris wants to know, what's my favorite things about Facebook? Well, the favorite things are being able to keep track of my friends, although I don't always get their posts. I have to go searching sometimes. But I've learned I have about 24 close family and friends, and I just learned to search their posts every day because otherwise I'll miss shit. And that's probably the one thing I hate about Facebook, is that it thinks it can decide what I want to see rather than me deciding, and I don't like that. Hello, Katja from Finland. Hello. Oh, Rachel. I got to read this out loud. I want to say a huge thanks, Granny, for helping to normalize food for me again. I've struggled with anorexia for 13 years, and as such, I feel like I really don't deserve food. Your videos remind me of the joy of food and cooking, and you're the best therapy I've ever received. Wow. That really makes me feel very good. You know, if you can take pleasure in the cooking, then the pleasure or the displeasure is not in the eating. And, you know, you got the shopping and the prep and even take pleasure in the cleanup and making your kitchen all spiffy again. Yeah, find the pleasure in all of it. Oh, Vicky wants to know if there's anything I refuse to cook. And for her, it's liver because of the smell. Well, I don't eat liver because I don't like it. And I don't cook it. I don't cook anything I don't like. And my number one I don't like is garlic. And my number two I don't like is onions. Occasionally, I will cook with them if there's a way for me to pick them out, because they do add a lovely flavor. But my tummy, my digestive system, and onions do not get along. So I always have to be able to pick them out. Oh, Lisa, you said I got your name, but I don't know which way. I said it 3 times. Oh my gosh, Kim Pinner says she's also known for her eloquent language, and a work colleague brought her a cup with bombs, and on the bombs was the letter F. Therefore, it was her F-bomb cup. Now that is really clever. That is really clever. Ermal says, you remember me from Live Me. You know, I had to give up Live Me. It turned into just nothing but thugs and hoes. And I felt like I was always begging people for money. I may even have some revenue left in there, but it just got to be so ugly over there. Although the one really good thing about Live Me is that I got to know Yo Pickles. And on Tuesday, Yo Pickles and I are going to meet in San Diego. She's over here from Australia. She's 20 or 24 weeks pregnant with the baby that she and James are having. And a baby boy Caffin. And so she and James are over here because he's doing a bunch of specialty tattoo projects. And I'm going to take the train or my car down to San Diego. And then she's visiting in San Diego. And we're going to meet up and have some time together and some hugs. And I made a present for her, but I can't show you guys right now. I can't. Because she might be watching the stream and I can't show her because it's only a present. Vicky Carson says, I am the dog's bollocks. I like that. Okazuo, I know what mods makes. I was actually being a little snarky because you don't ask someone to be a moderator if they don't already know you. I mean, Brandon has been in my streams and been part of my fan community for 4 years, and I knew to trust him. So that's why he's a moderator. He's also extraordinarily skilled with computers. Cullen wants to know if I've ever considered doing a podcast. You know, the truth of it is, I'm not doing the regular videos anymore. This is my last stream for the month of September and for the contract with Mobcam. And I'm pretty much just sliding into not doing very much anymore. That's kind of how it's going. Rich from Words with Friends says that I'm too kind. I still blow him out of the water every time. I do. I beat the crap out of him at Words with Friends. But with every game, I beat him by less and less of a margin. I mean, it used to be like this. You know, I had 400 points and Rich had 100. And now it's getting more like this. Because he's getting 2 strategies. Number 1, he's getting better words, which is also kind of a function of the luck of the draw. But number 2, he's learning how to block. Yeah. So he's making it so that it's very difficult for me to make plays. Oh, let's see. So I've answered your question about Live Me. You hate beets and goat stuff. I love fresh beets and canned beets and pickled beets. I love beets. I love beets. And I love beet greens if they're fresh. Super fresh right out of the garden or at a farmer's market. Oh my goodness. It's like spinach with the taste of beets. It can't be beat. It's wonderful. Jane Davis is going to be 70. Going to be 70 next tomorrow. I don't know what next tomorrow is. But she's going to be 70 real soon. So yeah, we could be sisters. I'm going with that. Oh, Lisa, you still didn't tell me. You said it was correct. Potentie. Where does the accent go? On the po or the ten or the t? That's all I need to know. Garlic and lamb's fry. I love lamb. Oh, I love lamb. You know, one of the best things about visiting Australia is that in the mall, all the fast food restaurants have lamb sandwiches, and it's fresh right off. It's none of this processed shit. It's real deal with mint jelly. Oh my God, it's so good. Yeah. Doing Hawaii. How you doing? Kimmy would love for me to come to Tasmania and we could cook together. Well, you know, there's the little thing about the airfare and the length of time you got to be in the plane. And if it's not a sleeping bed, which is super way expensive, ain't no way I'm coming. But I really appreciate the invitation. Lisa May says, I make cooking manageable. Yes, that's exactly what it should be. And that's why I did my cookbook, because cooking should be manageable. It should be something that you can afford financially and something that you can afford the time to do. It shouldn't be an all-day thing and cost you half of your week's wages. Yeah. No, doing Hawaii. Beets are the whatever. About going to San Diego, you know, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go to San Diego because the next day I have to be in Orange County and I live in LA. So I don't know. I may just go down and stay the night and then do my thing in Orange County the next day. Beets do not smell like dirt. My darling man says the very same thing, but I do not agree. Beets are sweet. They're so delicious. They're so delicious. Laura, you may be onto something, but we'll just not talk about that right now. Oh, Jane says tomorrow is going to be her 70th birthday. So if you're on YouTube, watching the stream on YouTube and can comment, please wish Jane a happy birthday. Yeah, and my daughter's name is Jane. It's my middle name. I thought it was a beautiful name. Lamb chops and peas. Yeah, frozen peas, right? Frozen or fresh peas on mashed potatoes. Oh, man, it's the best Sunday dinner ever. D. Anthony says, up north they have fresh lamb every day at the stores. I don't know that up north where. Potency. There, I got it. Potency. Chris Walker from Cleveland, Texas loves me and loves all thing beets. Exactly. Oh, you know what though? I don't like Harvard beets. Beets are already sweet enough. Why would you put a cornstarch something on them? No. Blech. There you go. Lots of happy birthdays on YouTube for the Jane. Adam wants to know how to play Words with Friends with me. Well, if you would like to be a patron on my Patreon, you can do that at the $9 level, and I'll play Words with Friends with you. If you didn't like beets when you were kids, at least try them now. And don't go with canned beets or whatever. Try fresh beets and, oh, just nothing but a little butter and salt. Oh my goodness, they're so good. Kim, bye-bye. Thank you for coming. Oh yeah, Jane says that she could be everybody else's aunt because now she's Granny's sister. Yeah. Oh, beet sandwich. Now that sounds good. On fresh bread with a little mayo and some lettuce. There you go. Hey, Jason, we don't do politics in here. There's enough of that going on in other places that we do not need to do it here. Okay? Once more, and you'll get booted out. We don't do politics or any ugly in here at all. We try to keep it nice. Oh, Mr. JSC, he took advantage of the, what did you call it? Chatalyze. I had a Chatalyze session, and we had 15 minutes, and it went by in that. It just went by so fast. Jane Davis, fresh out of the ground. I don't like them raw. I do like them cooked. How do you get my book? Bam, Amazon, half price. And Brandon, I'm pretty sure, just put up a link. And Bart Hatch, you are absolutely right. Fresh beets dye. Fresh beets pass their color through all of your bodily functions, liquid and solid. Mm-hmm. And so whether it's red beets, purple beets, or yellow beets, your waste will reflect the colors that you ate. So don't freak out. Yeah, beets in a jar are not too bad because that's a different kind of processing, but canned beets only in an emergency. How do I cook beets? I steam them. Yep, I peel that. I wash them really carefully. I cut off the tops and I wash them very carefully under the water, and then I put them in a steamer in a steamer basket in the pan, and I steam them for about an hour. And then when they're done, I put on gloves because they're super hot, and I peel the outside off, and then I just cut them up, and there you go. Oh, Mr. JSC said your boss got you some extra large tea bags that are almost the size of a paperback book. He uses those for cooking onions when he's cooking for groups. That's a good idea. Russia Bunny, you became a Patreon. How do I play Words with Friends with you? Well, I see that you're at the $15 level, and that will go through the very 1st of October, and you'll automatically, it'll happen. I'll send you something that tells you what my screen name is on the game, and we can play there. Katya's got to go to sleep. Good night, and thank you for being here. And Kazuo, congratulations on becoming a parent. I have a really dear friend who is a parent of 2 children via surrogacy. Very same thing. Wonderful. Now, isn't it funny how we got talking about beets, right? Crazy, but I love it. Hey, we're a half an hour into the stream. I would like to give a shout out to the people in my Patreon who have been supporting me at the co-producer level, because that's one of the shout outs they get, one of the benefits they get. So let me see here. I got to click this, and I got to click this. Hang on, I'm on a different table, so it's a little bit rickety. And let's see. These are the co-producers for this month, all through September. And many of them have been supporting me at this level for quite some time. We have AJ Calabria, Cal Herrington, Chad Hornbuckle, and he and his wife are expecting a baby soon. That's so exciting. Josh Alstott, Laurel Riley, who's been asking questions and was asking about a bunch of stuff, Mike O'Brien, Pat Patterson, Rich Macy, who you've already heard me talk about, and Vanessa and Sandy Valls. And they are supporting me at the $20 a month level in Patreon, which is the level that gets them a shout out during the streams. Tim Brown says, this might be the first ever live stream to talk so deeply in discussion about beets. I mean, even when we get to talking about how they interact with your digestive system, right? Yeah. Oh, Donald says in New Zealand, beets are a part of burgers and often an egg. I'm not sure I understand that. Do they slice the beets and put like slices of beets on the burger? And then is it a fried egg? That sounds interesting. Really interesting. Laurel raises her hand. Yep, her. She's one of my co-producers. And Data Wasteland. The eye surgery went very well and the second cataract will be fixed in a week. Yes! That's wonderful. Oh, Cal Herrington has grown yellow beets a few times. You know, I like all of them there. And I don't know that I can distinguish a different flavor between them. And that's one of the things I like when you go to a fufu restaurant and you get a beet salad, because it's all the different colors of beets. Deep purple and sort of pink purple and red and yellow and orange. And I just love, and some goat cheese and a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Oh, yes, yes. And if they serve it with some lettuce leaves, I like to wrap it up in the lettuce leaf like a lettuce wrap. Mmm, yum, yum, yum. Mix the beet with the burger meat. So like a ground up beet. Jane Davis says that her husband bought the book for her birthday. What should she make for her birthday party with her family? Well, tomorrow is September 30th. Is it too early for pumpkin spice? Maybe this one. I just turned to this hurry up beef stroganoff. If you like this sort of thing, let's see, what are the ingredients? Some egg noodles, some ground beef, some mushrooms, some green onions, a can of cream of mushroom soup, and don't go cheap. Buy really good cream of mushroom soup, okay? And a cup of sour cream. And either regular salt or garlic salt, your choice. Yeah, that would be good. So you cook the egg noodles, and while you're cooking the egg noodles, you brown the beef, and it could either be ground beef or it could be like stew beef, but cut up really small so you don't have to cook it very long. Then saute the mushrooms and green onions in the remaining juice of cooking the beef. And just until they're warm. And then put the beef back in the frying pan. Add the soup and the sour cream to pan number 2. Stir gently. Serve it over the noodles. Done. Yummy. Little vegetable on the side. You're good to go. So I want to go back to this, let's see, mushroom stew. That's another good one. Oh, this is funny. You know, they also make beets in baby food. So, and Laurel says that when she was a baby and had the surgery, the next day her parents came to visit at the hospital, and they were all of a sudden all worried because the nurse had just tried feeding her beets, and there were beets everywhere. So she was like covered in this. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, that will be the meal. What dessert should you make? Oh, easy. Go easy on yourself. Right now, this is your birthday, so go easy on yourself. And that recipe is actually not in the book. It's my video called Applegasm. Super easy. Buy 6 different apples, okay? Probably not much bigger than, you know, not much bigger than a lemon, okay? So buy 6 small apples and peel them and cut them. Peel them, core them, and cut them. Stir them in a fry pan with a little butter, and then add some brown sugar, and then if you like it, add some raisins, and if you really want to splurge, add a little bit of maple syrup or pancake syrup, and then put that on whatever the fuck you want. It'll go on pound cake. You can add ice cream to it. It's just amazing. It's called Applegasm. It's so good, and it's so easy, and it's so cheap. So there you go. There you go. Let's see. Jane, does that take care of your birthday dinner? I hope so. Let's see. How about them Cowboys? David Hutchison, does your cookbook have recipes for those who are trying to lose weight? You know, if you're trying to lose weight and you're about to have gastric sleeve surgery, you no doubt are in consultation with a nutritionist, and they can look through the recipes in this book and tell you what substitutes to use to make them more friendly. Is today International Beets Day? No, it could be though, huh? Oh, you can buy beet powder online to color your food red. Now that would trick somebody, wouldn't it? Yeah, Jane, you can find that video. Just search Applegasm in YouTube and you'll find it. It's so easy and so delicious. Excuse me, Bart says. He just drooled. Oh, you guys are so funny. It's one of the reasons that I love doing these things. You guys are you're just awesome. Beyond awesome. So let's see. Somebody had asked earlier about my weekend, and I pretty much went over that. And then today is pretty much a day of rest, except for hanging with you guys and doing laundry to catch up from the trip. And then Tuesday, I'm going to go to San Diego and meet up with Yo Pickles. And Wednesday, I have a haircut. And Thursday, Darline Man and I are taking off again for another trip. Yes, we are. We are going on another trip. Because, you know, some of you who've been following me for a long while, you know that my Darline Man was very, very, very ill. And the VA hospital here in Los Angeles took very good care of him. And the treatment was successful. The recovery was arduous, very arduous. You know, what people don't tell you about cancer treatment is that, you know, once the treatment's over, you're not automatically fast better. No, now you have to recover from the treatment. So I think the last treatment was in December of last year, the first week of December of this past year. And, you know, it was almost May before he started feeling really well enough to do much of anything. And that's when we took our trip to Maui. And we were home about a week when we took our trip to the Grand Canyon. And, you know, we're actually rediscovering each other because, you know, we've only been together 6 years, and, you know, we were both busy. I was working the granny stuff and the acting, and he was playing music, and then everything came to a halt while he was sick, except I had to ramp up the granny because I had to make up for the income. And now it's like, whew, yeah, we're done with that. And oh, I feel better. And not only do I feel better, but I'm so grateful. And look at this amazing life I have, and look at this amazing partner I have. And wow, we're able to go on trips, and I'm enjoying myself. And so, you know, it's pretty much come down to the fact that, oh, and we love to travel together. We have a lot of fun when we travel together. He's super funny in a different way than the way I'm funny, but he's super funny. He cracks me up all the time. He's also super smart, and I like that. I'm really not attracted to anyone who isn't super smart. And so, you know, we decided that life is, oh, my bangs are just a mess right now. Yeah. Life is for living, especially now that he's recovered. And life is for living, and I'm 75. He's a little bit younger than I am, so we have no guarantee of how long we have to be able to enjoy things and go places and do things. So we decide we're going to do a lot of that. A lot of that. There's places we want to go and things we want to do and people we want to see and just experiences. We want to have experiences. And so we're changing things up. Yeah, we're just changing things up. Oh. You know what? I really need to turn the fan on. Let me step up from this chair and turn the fan on. It's hot in here. Shoosh. Yeah, so this next weekend we're going to a folk festival in northern Arizona. Oh yeah, that's better. Let me, I talked so much, let me go back to your comments here. Siobhan wants to know if I've written any other books. She'd love a book of some of my quotes and sayings. You know, I haven't. Nobody's asked me to do that, and I don't have the money or the time to do it in a hurry. I'm really backing down because I want to enjoy my time together with my man, my darling man. Now, none of you know his name. I don't talk about my family very often, but my darling man is super special to me, and I want to be sure that we get to enjoy each other and have adventures. And some of them are just a half a day. You know, we go somewhere and we take a wrong turn and we go, oh, well, let's have an adventure. Let's see what we can find. Oh, Rich is talking about sugar beets. You know, when I first moved to Huntington Beach in 1975, I think, there was still sugar beet powder spread all over some of the land in Huntington Beach. Kiyoshi, I sound like I'm living my best life. I am. You know, if you have the opportunity to evaluate what you're doing with your life, I suggest that you do it. Hell yes, Rob the Cradle Laurel. Why not? You gotta have someone to keep up with you, right? Josh says 75, you rock it. You don't look a day over 50. Well, you know what's interesting? When we were going through the airport TSA the other day, if you're over a certain age, you don't have to take off your shoes. And at one point, this girl looked at me and she goes, well, take off your shoes. Oh, no, wait a minute. How old are you? And I said, 75. She goes, no way. No way. And I went, well, here's my driver's license. It says so. And she goes, no way. No way you're 75. Anyway. Bart Hatch over on YouTube says, I love going down where does this road go? Exactly. Because sometimes you find alternate routes if you have to bypass a traffic jam or something, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. So, let's see. We have covered my weekend, the slice and rice wedding, beets, all forms of beets, and how they interact with your digestive system. Reevaluating what you're doing and how you're doing it, and are you living your best life? And, you know, everybody's definition of their best life is different. So find your best life. Your best life isn't my best life. And my best life isn't yours. We all have different reasons that take us where we go with our decisions. And if I can empower you at all to be as much in charge of your own life as possible, then I think I've done a fucking amazing job. Thank you, Brandon. He just reminded someone on YouTube that we don't talk about politics or religion in the stream because there's plenty of other things to talk about and we don't need to bring up anything that's bound to be argumentative. Julia just got back from Alaska. Yeah, that's on my bucket list, and it didn't happen this year, so probably next year. Oh, Andrew, I like this. Live like no one else will when you're young, so that you can love like no one else when you're older. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And the dude with the 1, 2, 3, 4, we get it. We understand. That's why we don't nuke you out in the first time. Oh, Jane, she's going to have another party with all of her adult friends, all in the 60s and 70s. What should I make in your book that I just got for my birthday? I am not going to make that decision for you. I made your supper decision and your dessert decision. You have to look through the recipes and find what you like, what you think your friends will like. Do they want something that's sweet? Do they want something that's sour? Do they want something that's super easy to eat? They just want a party? I would highly suggest the meatballs if they're just going to party. I said I wasn't going to suggest, but there you go. Oh, wow. Amal is teaching English in Kosovo. Go to the Hubbard Glacier. Oh, you know, something that I learned that I want to do, it's in Kentucky, and it's a moonbow. It's a rainbow in the moonlight, and I want to do that. Blair Davis is not on my Patreon. I noticed that. But I figure everybody's got a reason for why they do what they do. So, you know, I'm good with that. Warren Frischlauer, all the way from South Africa. Hello. You know what? The 1, 2, 3, 4, you do need to change your name because I have no idea how to say that. And I would like to be able to acknowledge you. And Kim is now beet hungry, right? Come to Vancouver Island. Oh, that's definitely on my list. Definitely on my list. I want to do a good deal of the Northwest, and I probably want to start in the eastern Northwest. So I want to go to, what's the mountain with the presidents on it? I'm having a brain fart. You know what I mean. I want to go there. And I've been to a lot of Montana. I've been to Yellowstone, but my darling man never has, so we need to do that. Mount Rushmore, that's it. No, you know what? I don't want to, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't want to call you the troll because the trolls are not nice in our stream. We don't like the trolls. Brandon is on Troll Patrol, and he's a very good troll nuker, so any other name would be just awesome. Yeah, I know you're all catching up with the stream. It all says Rushmore about 8 times, so that's where I want to go. One of the other things I found very interesting was the locks on Lake Washington in Seattle. That was really very interesting. Do I ever go fishing or camping? Nope, not me. Camping is having to stay at a Motel 6 instead of a Courtyard or a Spring Hill Suites. Yeah. Then Jared it is, but you'll have to put that in your name because I can't remember. There's this other girl. Her name is something else, and I never can remember it. Timmy Belling, you've been watching the stream, but you hadn't commented. I'm so glad you just did so that I know that you're here. Alan Kelleher in Limerick. Hello. Kraken is part of their name, but I have no idea what that is. You guys, I'm not all that video game literate, even though I did the commercial for Monster Hunters. I should come to Michigan. It's great there. It is great there. I've been, let's see. I've been to Ann Arbor. I've been to Kalamazoo. Ann Arbor, I think, is way, let's see. Michigan, when you look at it, it's way over here. Way over here. It's beautiful. I went to, all of my Michigan travels have been to see Kathy Mattea in concert. Don't tell Tom Bodette. I know. I know. Oh, Laura, have I ever seen Erie Canal in New York and traveled by boat on it? No, I haven't, but I would love to. Cumberland Falls, that's it, Josh. The Cumberland Falls where they have the moonshine. Come see you in Louisville and you'll treat me to a chocolate milkshake. If it's chocolate ice cream and double chocolate syrup, dude, you're on. Random question you need to know. What's my favorite car and why? And I don't have to answer if I don't want to. Well, my favorite car is whichever one I'm driving now because I don't drive one if I don't like it. And so what have I had? I've had a Dodge Caravan. Love the fuck out of that thing. I've had a Dodge Durango. I love that, but it was expensive. Then I got a Toyota Highlander, and I loved it. And then I got a RAV4, and I got another RAV4. And the new RAV4 I really like. It's super comfortable. Oh my gosh, 56 minutes. Jay is just saying goodnight. Yeah, I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to hang this up pretty soon because we've been here almost an hour. Stevie Roder, just catching me live. First time and we're just about to shut down, kiddo. Have I ever been to Thousands Island and go to Bolt Castle? I don't know. I've never heard of those. Have I ever been to Iowa? I have been through Iowa, but it was on my way to go somewhere else. I need to come to New York in September for the Grape Festival. Delicious grape pie. Oh, anything you put in a pie that's fruit, it's got to be amazing, right? Ryan, if you listen to the past live streaming videos, you will find out why I'm not doing new videos anymore. And time flies when you're having fun. I know it does. Blair Davis, back as a co-producer. That's awesome. The charges will go through 1st of September. Your timing is perfect. I need to come to Europe. It's a long-ass flight from California. And it's expensive. And I'm not making any money on YouTube or Facebook. So there you go. Oh, Angela, I remind you of your mom who passed on Mother's Day, and she said she'd do it then so you'd never forget her. Now that's a woman on a mission. She was the funniest mom ever, and she had a huge potty mouth. Well, bless you for reminding all of us what an amazing woman she was. And here's an extra hug just for you. Two-hand hug. Just for you. Have a unicorn night from Russia Bunny. Night, night, everybody. Yes, we're down to 58 minutes. I know, all of you, try to get your notifications ramped up right on YouTube and Facebook, so that when we go live, we can all be here together. It would be so much fun. I can't think what else. Oh, Granny Spice. Granny Spice was here. Russia Bunny, thank you for all the lovely super chats on YouTube. And for all of you who sent the good wishes for me and my darling man and our new adventures. I appreciate that very, very, very much. You're all very generous in letting me live my best life. And some of that is not working 12-hour days being Granny. You know what I mean? I can't do both. I can't travel and be Granny because I'm not 20 and I'm not a obsessive vlogger, blogger, whatever. So, yeah, that's where we're going to be with that. You'll see me occasionally, but not with the regularity that it has been. Okay? Because I love you. I can't give you up forever. You know, I can't do that. You're just too awesome for that. Oh, Granny Spice on YouTube is Laurel Riley on Facebook. Oh, wow, that's so awesome. You know I won't remember that next time, but anyway. Isaiah keeps asking if I've been to Adrian, Michigan. I haven't. I look 20. Now, come on. Hey, you guys, we're over the hour, and that's the allotted time that I have from MobCam. So I'll see you when I see you. Love you much.